Myra Harris. How you doing, Miss Harris?
I'm good.
You doing good? All right. Wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the economy with you being a economic expert, no? First off, what are the current unemployment rates looking like right now for the nation?
Well, at the national level, unemployment has risen about 10.2% since the recession started. The top three would be Michigan at 15.3%, California at 12.2%, and Florida at 11%.
Yeah, so a lot of jobless people right now. What about Texas? I hear we're not doing so bad right now.
Actually, we're doing a lot better than the rest. We're at about 8.2% right now.
Okay, that's great. That's good to hear. You know, holding it down here in Texas. How many jobs have we seen lost since the beginning of the recession?
Well, the national level is at about 7.2 million jobs since the recession has started.
Okay. And what kinds of unemployment are there? I understand there's more than just one different kind, or one kind.
Right. There are three types of unemployment. One would be frictional, which is due to the normal working of the economy. Another would be structural, which is due to a lot of job seekers looking for jobs, but not enough jobs available. And another one will be cyclical, which is due to the recession. And the worst one right now we're seeing is cyclical.
Oh, with reason, with reason. And a lot of the unemployment surveys, do they exclude the people that have stopped looking for jobs?
Yes, and those people are called discouraged workers. Discouraged workers are people who have been looking for jobs, but because of all the turn downs and everything, they get discouraged and they stop looking.
That's never a good sign. What about as far as foreclosure rates? What is that looking like for here in the U.S.?
Well, at the national level, we are currently up about 81% since 2008. Out of 3.1 million households, 1 out of 54 houses have been foreclosed, which is due to downsizing, people getting cheaper houses. Okay,
that's people like Warren Buffett who are buying, you know, $2 billion houses instead of $5 billion houses.
Right.
All right. Well, in that case, with the recession in place, what is the original cause? What started this whole thing?
Well, what started the recession would be due to bad mortgages, with flippers using shaky credit to get unseen real estate with the intent to sell before the first payment is made.
Flippers, what are these, dolphin-like real estate agents? What are you talking about here, flippers?
Flippers. Well, flippers are people who buy homes, and they do a cheap remodel on them, and then they try to do a quick resale to get a profit.
Okay. So if these flippers were what originally caused this recession, then what is what's the driving force behind it right now?
Right now, it would be the risky mortgages, which were sold as securities to Wall Street. And as a result, big funds, higher rates of returns, ignored risk, and lack of oversight by the Federal Reserve, which are all major factors of the recession.
Okay. And with that said, what can we do now to actually fix this recession?
Well, what we could do is create low fixed interest rates so that everyone who wants to refinance their home will be able to do that and afford to pay their mortgage.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Harris. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Sure.
All right, let's go out to the field to see what people have to say about the recession right now.
Joshua. Okay, Joshua. We're going to ask you a couple of questions about the recession.
Okay.
Okay, the first question is, how has the recession affected you?
Well, I mean, it was affecting me pretty hard. You know, I was just having a hard time getting all the bills taken care of. You know, I had a baby. You know, my wife just had a baby, so it was really hard on us trying to manage everything. So yeah, it is, you know, hard. I mean, but I got a better job now, so.
So things are looking better.
Yeah, things are a little bit better.
A little bit better.
They're still rough at times.
Okay, and can you tell us? Do you know what the actual definition of a recession is? Do you know what that means?
Not too much.
I know you hear it on the media all the time.
Yeah, I hear it,
you hear different things.
Yeah, I hear different things. I'm not too sure on the you know, I don't know too much about economics or anything like that. You know, I've heard the term before, I'm not too clear on it.
Too clear on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, basically what it is when we have, you know, our GDP.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can you tell me what GDP stands for?
Gross domestic product.
Hey! Oh. Yay! Okay.
I studied a little bit in high school.
Okay, there you go. Well, they measure that quarterly, and if you have 2 consecutive quarters that are negative, then that's
A recession.
There you go. So that's all it is. Big word.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, and let's see what. Okay, since you do know about GDP, since you do know what GDP means, can you tell me what component illegal substances go under, like cocaine or weed or ecstasy?
I don't know.
Do you know the components?
No, I don't.
You can't take a wild guess if we had to record that under something, what it would go under?
No.
Government spending, investment?
Not too sure.
No?
No.
Okay.
The CEOs of GM, Ford, and Chrysler will be back before Congress today to ask for $25 billion they say they need or will go out of business. Yet that hasn't stopped them from traveling in style. Even first class isn't good enough for those three. The man boarding this $36 million private luxury jet at the Detroit airport is the CEO of General Motors, Rick Wagoner, on his way to Washington to cry poor, to tell Congress that GM is burning through cash and will fail unless taxpayers bail out the auto industry with $10 to $12 billion for GM alone.
We want to continue to play the vital role we've played for America for the past 100 years, but right now, in today's circumstances, we can't do it alone.
As Wagoner testified, his G4 private jet was parked at Dulles Airport, one of 8 luxury jets in the GM fleet.
This is a slap in the face for the taxpayers. To come to Washington on a corporate jet and ask for a handout is outrageous.
Wagoner's private jet trip to Washington Tuesday morning cost GM an estimated $20,000 round trip. Northwest Airlines Flight 2364 left at 10:17 yesterday morning from Detroit for Washington, $288 coach round trip.
How has the recession affected you?
Because my Halloween is sad.
Why was your Halloween sad?
Because I didn't get no candy.
Can we see? That's all the candy you got?